Hey guys, Baruch here with Young Hollywood in New York, and I hope you're hungry because we're cooking up a storm with Chef Todd English. Chef Todd, congratulations on the 10th anniversary of Olives.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Nice to have you in my kitchen.
Thank you for having us here. You know, I was going to tell you, the best that I make in my kitchen is instant oatmeal in the microwave. So you're going to have to help me a little bit. That's just my disclaimer.
That's good. It's one of those things that's very simple. You just got to apply what you're doing, in the microwave to what we do here. It's amazing.
Well, I'm ready to do it.
All right.
When did you realize, though, that you had an empire? Because it's become an empire, right?
Yeah, I think I woke up this morning and realized it. Actually, it's been a great ride. I feel like every day, the one thing about the restaurant business, it's very humbling and it kind of keeps you going. You go every day. We're only as good as our last meal. We keep that, in our mind all the time. So, in some ways, it still feels like it's just beginning.
And the rise of the celebrity chef as a concept, how'd that affect your business?
It was a phenomenon. I got into the business when it wasn't cool to be a chef. And people go out now. It's entertainment. It's a night out to go to a restaurant as you're going to the theater. It's the same thing.
So what's the key to your magic and to really making it the most entertaining experience possible?
Well, I like to do common things in uncommon ways, which is, get the best ingredients I can. I like it to be fun. I like to have a little twist to it, have it be a little whimsical. I like to challenge people sometimes, and I like it to be done in a different way that just kind of really enhances their palate and their idea of what food is. I look at the mouth like music to the ears. It's all these ingredients, all these notes in this music that you listen to, and it lands in your ears and you hear this music. It's the same thing with ingredients. Ingredients are my notes, and you have all these ingredients, they land on your palate and on your tongue, and you taste those, and that's when all the magic happens.
And you were talking about entertainment, and you have a lot of celebrity fans. Who are some of your favorite celebrity fans?
Dan Aykroyd has been in. George Clooney comes in. Actually, we have his tequila on the menu now, which is absolutely delicious.
Amazing.
Yeah, a lot of songwriters. David Grohl comes in. I'm a huge David Grohl fan from Foo Fighters. The list is kind of endless, and they're my friends, and they're fun to hang out with, and they love good food. Come in, have a good time, have fun, enjoy each other's company. And that to me is the beauty of the business. It's the sort of party of the business that I like. And I love to see smiling faces in my restaurants.
Well, then let's get our smiles on and cook something.
Speaking of smiling faces, okay,
yes.
We're gonna make a borscht. Okay, and borscht is a traditional beet soup. It comes from Russia, normally made with beef broth. Now beets have become very hip, very trendy. So we're gonna do golden beets, red beets, and this has potato to thicken it. And normally, like I said, it's beef broth, but we're gonna make this a vegetarian option, okay? Because I find that a lot of people like plant-based diets now, And so we add some beautiful beet juice over the top of it with some chopped up raw beets, potato, onion, and some herbs, okay? We put a little bit of chive and some parsley in there, okay? So we'll let that cook down, and then bring it over. We put it in the blender, make a nice smooth puree, and then whip this up, okay? Just enough so it gets really kind of nice and frothy, but we're gonna actually add a whole nother level of frothiness to it when you see what we do here, okay? So once that's pureed, we put it in this charger. Okay, this is CO2 charger.
Like a whipped cream charger.
That's basically what it is. So we're making like whipped cream of beets, or whipped beets. In the meantime, also I want to garnish the soup because again, we eat with our eyes and I like the playfulness of it. So what I have here is raw beets. Love raw beets. Yeah, you should try this because it's so delicious.
Thank you.
It's what I call sort of a carpaccio of beets. Isn't it delicious?
I've never had that.
So these are simply just peeled, shaved down, and raw.
It's that sensorial experience again.
Right, exactly. I think texture is such a big part of eating.
What are some other hot ingredients right now? Clearly beets are very on trend. What else is getting you going?
I'm telling you, kale.
Kale? Kale
is superfood right now. I mean by superfoods, I mean super ingredients. Nuts are big. We're gonna add pistachios to this, so almonds, walnuts, anything that adds protein to the diet as well. The healthy ingredients are really making a big...
You're not telling me bacon and lard and butter. You're telling me beets and
almonds. Those aren't going anywhere.
Those are basic food groups.
Those are basic food groups. So we're gonna roll those up like that. These are just like little cannellonis, if you will. Now what I did also with the goat's cheese is I whipped it.
So lots of whipping going on.
A lot of whipping.
So this is the soup?
Yes.
Wow.
And to that, we're going to add the goat's cheese. We put a little bit of the beet juice that we reduced just to add.
What does that mean, reduce? That means that you've sort of gotten to the essence of the beet?
We actually cook it down. We reduce it down. Mix in some beets as well.
It's like a work of art.
Cut just a few of those. We'll put those on top. So there you go. You got your beautiful borscht.
Gorgeous.
There, and I've got a spoon for you to try it.
Thank
there you.
you.
Go. Dive in there.
And get one of those cannelloni. You make a good borscht. That is amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And the next thing I want to make for you is a classic dish from Italy, from the north of Parma, in the little town called Caneto Sull'olio, but the region is Parma, and it's called Tortelli di zucca. Before we make the tortelli, let's get a cocktail. My son is prepared. Oliver.
Oh, hey, how are you?
Good to see you.
Good to
I
see
couldn't
you.
let you guys go thirsty. What's up, Chef? How you doing? This is called the Literal Sense, made with bourbon, apricot liqueur, and sweet corn, juice fresh.
Oh my God, amazing.
Sweet corn in this, Oliver?
Sweet corn, yeah.
Love it. Well, cheers.
Cheers.
Enjoy, guys.
Oh, wow, that's really good.
Wow.
Nice, fun, right?
That makes so much sense.
I've got to ask you, you two are working together now. You just graduated from Cornell. What's it like working as a father-son team?
It's a lot of fun. He's a back-of-house guy. I'm a front-of-house guy. I do a lot of the design and the operations, but we share the same vision. We share the same vision for where we see the company going, and so our sort of skills and interests feed off each other in a really nice complementary way.
Now, I know you literally grew up in your father's restaurants.
True.
I've heard even sleeping on banquettes sometimes.
We call him the banquet kid.
The banquet kid. What's it like to grow up on a banquet?
As far as I know, it's pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Back in the day when both my parents were working 7 days a week, there was no other place for me. I learned to love the hospitality industry. I grew up always talking to adults, sort of being immersed in the industry, and that's sort of why I am here today.
I can't wait to hand him the keys.
Oh, is that right? Is that right? Well, who's the boss here? Who's the boss here?
It's clearly Oliver.
Oh,
I listen, but the best thing, I couldn't say more that for me as a parent to have my son and my children in the business, and it's the greatest thing ever.
Now, what are we going to be eating next?
Well, Oliver's known this his whole life. Growing up, the Tortelli, a little town called Caneto Sull'olio, and this is cuisine that comes from that area. It's Parma cuisine. Tortelli di zucca is actually pumpkin. Zucca pumpkin, tortelli is nun's hat in this particular shape. So this is a classic pasta. So we have pasta that we've rolled. This is an egg pasta, eggs, 00 flour, and what we do is we're going to cut these into squares.
So you grew up seeing this made all the time.
Oh yeah.
So filling now is very classic. It's made with amaretti cookies.
Cookies.
Yeah, Parmesan cheese, nutmeg, and frutta mostarda. That's how they do them. So you just roll these like this. Drop it in the water, like that.
What's that, butter? We were healthy, though, with our borscht, so we were allowed a little...
Right, now life is about balance,
Exactly.
So this is exactly how they serve it. I've got some red wine on the way.
Amazing.
By all means, begin.
Go ahead, you first.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not going to fight me on that. As good as it was in 1983, huh? Moment of truth.
Like it should be.
Moment of silence. I will eat that for appetizer, entree, and dessert.
Yeah, it really is. It's everything in one.
Oh my God.
So I wanted to show you the new and the old. So the beet dish represents the new stuff that we're doing, and this is the old man dish right here.
Well, it is a classic, and it never goes out of style.
Well, that's what I like to think.
There you go.